When we look at the garden, we cannot help but be drawn to the large cedar arches in the middle of the courtyard. This elegant structure, made from a light cedar, is known now as the Cedar Garden Gate and was donated in memory by the family of William Townsend. Like the strong, powerful support beams, William Townsend is a prominent figure when looking at the history of Renassin. He was chair on the Board of Governors from 1974 to 1977. William was a suffragan bishop of Huron and is known for sparking the tradition of encouraging a connection between education and religion. Much like the smaller beams supporting a larger system, education and religion unify to play an important role in many lives. This gate was originally designed as a traditional Tory gate in attempts to represent the East and the West as Renassin is known for. By staying culturally respective, the design changed slightly due to the symbol of the Torii gate in Japanese culture, which is used in representing the entrance of a sacred place.
When walking through the pathways of the garden, looking down at our feet, our eyes cannot help but be drawn to the striking shade of purple calling for attention. The thin petals spread out like wings as if to deliver this Eastern culture into our Western land gives us with a sense of otherworldliness with its color, so vibrant and contrasting to the rest of the garden. The stamen of these flowers are thin, valuable gold, small in size, but its importance is unrivaled. Comparable to the infinite possibilities of the students who now reside near this garden. When paired with the bold purple of the petals, the piercing white of the stems add to the otherworldly feeling of the garden. This feeling is not purely just east and west, but something entirely new, a wonderful fusion. The white stems tangle into the soil in an unorganized yet ultimately connected type of dance, like multiple veins connected to a single body. It speaks true of the different kinds of cultures and people of the university, and the ultimate connectivity that flows within us all.
The Japanese maple tree is one of the many breathtaking plants that can be seen in the East-West Garden. Japan, being its native land, Mumiji is sometimes used to name the tree. Its translation is said to have two meanings: baby's hand and becomes crimson leaves. The latter refers to how the colors change in fall from a light green to a vibrant red. The tree first came to England in 1820. It was then named Acer palmidum. This was decided due to the fact that the leaves were hand-like in shape. Including this tree in our East-West Garden further portrays the whole reason it began, to bring both sides of the world together in an artistic way.
At first glance, the Halfmoon Bridge is simplistic in nature. A wooden bridge that spans a river of rocks surrounded by gardens. As your hand trails across the wooden handrail, you can feel the unique grains and patterns embedded in the wood. Each grain represents the individuals that comprise Western and Eastern societies. While individuals leave their distinct marks on society, together they form a strong, secure whole. Though the wood groans and is tested as people travel across it, the half-moon structure takes the strength of both bases and forms a reliable connection, as does the centuries of strength and cultural traditions of the East and West. Much like relationships between people and cultures, these bridges become stronger the more they are used. This gentle, curved shape slowly rises and falls. Stopping to reflect at the highest point of the bridge is to follow the phases of the moon, where third quarter moon is a place to contemplate the future, a particularly fitting symbol in a university campus where thousands from a variety of cultural backgrounds come not only to seek knowledge, but to contemplate their future.
We see two cedar benches as we walk through the garden. These benches are in memory of Michael Bird, a former professor at University of Waterloo, and his wife, Susan Hyde. They were donated by Susan's mother and Michael's students after he left an outstanding impression as their teacher. It was once said he was always inevitably surrounded by students. He used to sit in the dining hall, so he was always accessible to his students, just as the benches are for those who visit the garden. The wooden beams support two individuals overlooking the beauty of the garden. Their strength meant to represent the relationship between Michael and his students. Those who now come to the garden get to feel like they are sitting in that dining hall with him. The unique warm scent of cedar reminds them of how distinct and warm his personality was. He left behind a legacy of scholarly research and friendship for all future students to enjoy at Renassin.
The East meets West Garden composes a symphony of structures and plants. All Western species are matched with their counter-Eastern parts, harmonizing together to create a beautiful melody that all who come to the garden can hear. Their song drifts upwards into the sky, reminding us all that there is truly one sky over all.